There are plenty of 90-day fiancé couples who could be considered successful, but one couple stands out among the rest because they've made their own measure entirely. 90-Day Fiancé debuted in 2014 on TLC, and the OG show recently finished airing its 11th season, and a historic 90 weddings. There are many spin-offs within the network, with the other core shows including Happily Ever After, Before the 90 Days, and The Other Way. Furthermore, there are other spin-offs like Love in Paradise, The Single Life, The Last Resort, and Hunt for Love. David Toborowsky and Annie Suwan have been around the franchise since season 5, which was filmed in 2017. The pair have had their perils, but have proven to me that they are not only one of the most legitimate couples to ever make their way through the show, but also an example of what it takes to fulfill shared dreams. David and Annie, who have a 24-year age gap, met at a bar in Annie's native Thailand after David took a trip there to find himself again after weight loss and a health scare. Dave left his kids and a failed marriage behind in America to pursue a new life, and his friend Chris helped him financially. When David brought Annie to America, Chris was the co-signer on her visa. Upon arrival, David's dire financial straits were ever present, as they had to live in a commercial space owned by Chris for a period of time. Things in David's personal life were also ugly, as his children, specifically his daughter Ashley, outwardly resented David and were not happy with him bringing home a young Thai bride. However, David and Annie's love stayed true, and the pair went on to be cast members in Happily Ever After. They stayed around the franchise in various spin-offs before landing their own in David and Annie, After the 90 Days, in which their endeavor to bring Annie's sister and cousin to America was detailed. In season 2, Ashley even went to Thailand with them and worked on her relationship with David. Off-camera, David and Annie capitalized on their 90-Day Fiancé fame. Their big personalities, amazing senses of humor, and unwavering support of one another were obvious to me, and I know it helped them achieve stardom, and as a result, influencer/content creator income. Then, in 2024, David and Annie started their IVF journey, as Annie wanted to have a baby and was having trouble conceiving naturally with David. Annie and David got pregnant, and their baby girl, Minthira, was born in March 2025. Becoming parents, David and Annie decided to move to Thailand, where they own a condo. Annie gave birth to Minthira there, and the pair are seemingly making plans to settle there long-term. In all the years I've watched 90-Day Fiancé, and knowing what I do about all the couples, David and Annie are the first to return to the home country of their partner after going through all the hoops of the K-1 visa. They previously had a nice, big house in Arizona, and David was making money moves as a realtor. David and Annie are proving to me that they know what their idea of happiness is, and for them, it's Thailand, being close to Annie's family, and living comfortably. Besides being the first couple to settle back in the foreign partner's home country happily, David and Annie have seen the most success from their 90-Day Fiancé accolade. Aside from lucratively doing cameos, David and Annie co-own Cooking with DNA, where they offer cooking classes and also do catering. It's unclear if the catering part is still active now that they're in Thailand. Since settling into Thailand with their daughter, Annie has expressed her desire to own and operate a farm, a dream which David seems to be going along with. With being happily together, financially stable, and with a solid support system, I believe David and Annie will achieve everything they set out to do. The other point about David and Annie that makes me feel like they are the most successful 90-Day Fiancé couple ever, is that they don't feud with the other couples like so many 90DF alums do. In fact, David and Annie are among the most popular cast in the franchise, and have met up and spent time with cast members in different places in the world. The alumni couple are known to lean into their comedic relief, which makes them wholly likable. Having gotten married in November 2017, David and Annie are showing other 90-Day Fiancé couples what's possible in a cross-cultural relationship, even with their huge age gap. They are a shining example of how much is possible with love, support, and forward thinking. However, Shekinah Garner recently exited 90-Day Fiancé Season 11, and it's time for an update on her current life as a behind-the-scenes feud is taking place. Shekinah debuted in the franchise in 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 5, when she moved to Turkey to pursue her relationship with Sarper Güven. The pair's journey was followed once more in The Other Way Season 6, before Sarper moved to America on the K-1 visa and married Shekinah in 90 Day Fiancé Season 11. Shekinah and Sarper, both in their mid-40s, have carved themselves out as a unique couple in the franchise, and they've drummed up a lot of interest. Currently, Happily Ever After? Season 9 is airing, and Shekinah and Sarper are absent from the spin-off, but that doesn't necessarily mean they are done with the network for good. When Shekinah moved to Turkey in The Other Way Season 5, she had planned to return home every other month to meet up with her daughter, who was in boarding school in California. Shekinah and Sarper met on a dating app and fell in love. Sarper notoriously had slept with over 2,500 women before he met Shekinah, but was ready to drop his bad boy behavior in favor of settling down. However, Shekinah and Sarper had several major communication breakdowns, and one of their fights even turned physical when Sarper ripped out one of Shekinah's extensions out. Moreover, Sarper made a terrible impression on Shekinah's sister, Sharia, saying that Shekinah acted like a shat. Despite their glaring relationship red flags, Shekinah and Sarper have always maintained how much they love each other. Over the last few years, it has been revealed that Sarper has a child from a previous relationship that he does not see, that he wants another child while Shekinah does not, and that Sarper has been married before, although he said he never loved his ex. Sarper and Shekinah had 90 Day Fiancé's first ever bedding, and although Sarper was getting cold feet, he went through with the marriage. Shekinah got approval from her daughter to marry Sarper as well. When Shekinah and Sarper arrived at the 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 tell-all, they were not in a good place. Their time spent married was marked by frequent arguments and emotional struggles, with Shekinah feeling unsupported and Sarper feeling like Shekinah was making him crazy. Sarper said he moved out of Shekinah's place for 10 days, that they had a tense Christmas, and that they weren't in a good place. The only thing going for them was their sex life, although they spent the night before the tell-all apart. However, at the tell-all, Shekinah complained that she never got a wedding ring and banned from Sarper. But he surprised Shekinah by delivering both. They had several fights during the tell-all, but the ring quieted things down. Online, Shekinah has shared several cryptic Instagram stories related to what seems like a breakup, but the truth remains dubious. Last month, Sarper and Shekinah were spotted at the airport in Miami with Sarper's parents, which means the pair are still trying to make things work. Besides her relationship with Sarper, Shekinah has been feuding with her 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 co-star, Amani Jlassi. Amani had pre-warned Shekinah via Instagram DM that she was sorry for whatever she was going to say about Shekinah. At the tell-all, Shekinah had an attitude towards Amani, and criticized Amani's new plastic surgery reasoning. Amani also called Shekinah out for asking her privately if her throuple girlfriend, Annie Aguirre, was trans. Amani accused Shekinah of being fake and calculated regarding her plastic surgery and social media behavior, while Shekinah said Amani's criticisms were projections fueled by jealousy and a need for attention. The women left the tell-all in a confrontation, and Amani has taken it to new heights. Amani is set to release a diss track about Shekinah, called Shekinah, in which she will come for the 90 Day Fiancé alum who she feels wronged her. Even though Shekinah and Sarper are hot and cold and have many communication issues that are a detriment to their marriage, they are a highly entertaining couple. The two are not afraid to give 90 Day Fiancé fans a real impression of their relationship, even if it is destructive to their images. What's more, 3 of Shekinah's 5 sisters appeared in Season 11 to meet Sarper and lend advice and opinions on their relationship. The glam nature of Shekinah and her family coupled with the harsh takes given made viewers question if Shekinah, Sarper, and Shekinah's family could potentially get their own spin-off, like the family Chantel. While there is no official word on that, it's not out of the realm of possibility, given the network's need for a family-oriented spin-off. Since Shekinah and Sarper are experiencing marital problems, they would make good candidates to land on 90 Day, The Last Resort, the franchise's therapy-style spin-off. While 90 Day Fiancé couple Shekinah and Sarper don't currently have their journey on air, they are popular enough and have enough plot within their relationship to remain as franchise figures with potential shows in their future. 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Airs Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on TLC.